Diving into the live charts, let us recap the trade updated posted earlier today. We had a long limit set at 63,800 for the trade number one for this August, for basically my first trade on this month. So price came down close to our level, but buyers stepped in early and front run our fill completely before driving up to this high. So at 65k, when a key levels get us front run like that, we do not chase market orders. In the middle of a move, we cancel the order. So basically, this order is already canceled and keep our capital intact. And yeah, reevaluate the structure at the next key zone of interest. So tonight I will be bringing down our high time frame roadmap. So sad to say it's my solo stream for today only. I'm not having Nico or Cass for today's stream, but yeah. Okay, so we're breaking down our high time frame and footprint order flow and the two exact scenario for our next trade execution, and we are preparing for next week. So basically my trading always at the first week, it it has a two different setup. So last month I have a aggressive setup on monthly open, but yeah, I have this strict rule for now, just taking, precautions or not risking so much for this month because August, is a red month. So
Agree.
yeah. Okay, so number one, or the part one of our trading plan, is the high time frame structure and key zone for 1 hour time frame. On the lower time frame, still very bullish for me. I will be talking about that on our order flow. But for now, in our 1 hour chart, so Bitcoin push up out of this local consolidation and then currently trading around this area at 65k. So notice where price is heading right now. So as I said on my yesterday stream, the key short zone or my potential zone of shorting is at here at 65,500 or the 65,700. So this is our primary area to watch for our short setup. And notice on this volume profile we have this one 64,300, and which acts as our local dynamic pivot. So basically it jumps after this breakout on the lower time frame at 15 minutes. And sorry for the interruption. Okay, so for the lower support target, sitting down between the 62 to 62,700, and I will be explaining it for not longing than on my yesterday setup. So we have the two core scenario here. The primary short scenario, price pushes into the 65,200 right now, and this red circle zone to sweep the local liquidity around this daily or the monthly open. And if we see the clear seller absorption and exhaustion in the order flow, we confirm a short position targeting the pullback below at this POC. So basically, once I have the entry around this 65,500, I will be looking for short scalp, or I will be doing some partial and up until here at 62,700. So meaning buyers continue to absorb passive ask and hold structure above the 65 to 65,200. We do not step in front of the, this massive buy liquidity. So if price hold this structure, if we manage to sweep and then hold this structure very well, I am very positioned to expand straight around this 66k to 67k, around this channel. because we already broke this descending channel, and then now we are uh, uh, almost sweeping this local liquidity around this area. So what? But if we manage to hold, of course, we will got a short liquidation. So that means we need to have a confirmation first. Okay, so this one, the next one at lower time frame, the order book, depth, and the limit wall. So sadly, my limit order a while ago did front run us, but yeah, so limit as wall, look inside the pink highlighted this one, the 65 to 66K. So these bright yellow lines represent the massive wall of passive limit sell orders waiting to absorb market buys. But we all know not every time it will fill or absorb it all. Like I'm gonna do DCA once I got a confirmation on OI and CVT, like the exhaustion buyers and sellers. So the OI and CVT on this recent push to 65K, and the CVD is shifted upward. So we need to say we have a strong buyer momentum for now. And yeah, let's see if this New York Open will hold or we will see a confirmation to short. So this indicates that market buyers aggressively chase this push, and currently, yeah, this one, that's CVD, or the cumulative volume data here. So for our short scenario to play out, those passive limit sellers need to remain heavy and absorb in the incoming orders. So the next one is this liquidity pools. So yeah, as I said yesterday's stream, we have a two overhead and lower head on this liquidity. Now we got thin liquidity now, and yeah, as we pair it on my chart here on structure, it's still following, and as I said, most likely it will front run again, or it will absorb this massive sell one, or we got a short squeeze up until 66 to 67. So okay, so now that this initial pull at 65 has been tapped already, and overhead liquidity sits around the 66 to 67. That's the safest to short, but my plan here is to do DCA. So this is why we monitor the footprint chart and look for buyer exhaustion at current levels before, if we have a market order here or the limit order, it's very on the risky side. So before any executing any position. So for the last one, so I use this always just to track more confluence and support my datas. And yes, so this delta volume, we still have a buyers on momentum here and spiking positive during the push up until now at 65 200. So yes, the best way to do is to wait the New York Open before having any position for now. And yeah, CVD is still elevating here as we look push on this one. And yeah, the OI still holding for this new opening of longs. So what we need to see before entering here is we want to price to push up until to 65. Sorry, here. So 65 500 most likely here, and followed by a sharp drop in the delta volume with CVD flattening, turning down, and OI declining. So The signal buyers are exhausted and getting trapped into the ass wall and giving us for full confirmation to open a short position. So for invalidation or the long bias, if the delta volume remains strongly positive, OI expands further and price continues to hold above 65, we do without showing seller absorption. We do not force a short, and if we really manage to hold this 65, but we all know it's almost weekend and we will be having no more volume. If you are not a risky trader, I I suggest to wait for up until on Monday. And yes, holding this above 65 with strong order flow opens the path directly this at 66k to 67k. So that's my analysis for longs and short. But yes, on my longs earlier, we did front run. That's my plan. And hopefully we can set up for our trade number one. So to summarize the plan for tonight, so no emotional trades, missing the long field at 63. 857 is fine. Never chase price after a front run. And then the second one is 65 200 to 65 700. We wait for that. We watch for that. Look for short confirmation only. If footprint order flow shows buyer execution and absorption. So the last one is respect the invalidation. If buyers hold the structure, absorb the limit wall, expect for continuation. So basically, it's something like this one. So like this. If we we will be having a aggressive more volume on the buyer side. It's gonna be like this. So if we manage to have a short, this will be the setup for tonight. Stop loss at this one, and then take profit at the first 63,800, and then for the max TP at 62k level. So let the setup come to your key levels if you have your own analysis or any data, and wait for the confirmation. Then execute it with the discipline. So yeah, that's it for my quick stream for today, and hopefully we will be having a great open by next week and great trades. So see you on Monday with streaming with Fort Monkey. So today is just a short stream because we already had three stream for this week. So yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you will be having a great week for this week. So that's it for today, and have a nice day, guys. Thank you.